don't know why they've done that. Hi, welcome. I'm Britta Dimmler, and we are talking about first aid. Okay. I believe that everyone needs to have oils with them at all times in some form. That does not mean that you have to carry around full bottles, though, but we need to be able to keep some things with us so that we are prepared for anything that life brings to us, right? And it's so nice to know that we always have options that if we need to go to the doctor, we can go to the doctor. But if it's something minor, we could probably treat it ourselves. And so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight is some fun options and just to maybe help you create your own little first aid kit, whatever that might look like. So I'll just show you one that I have here. And this is actually one that I travel with all the time. This is 49 oils. I love this case. And it is I actually have I forgot to grab it. I have a smaller wallet size one that I keep in my purse, and it just has 10 or 12 oils that I use all the time, right? Because that's going with me anywhere I go outside of my house. I usually have my purse, so I always have oils in it, right? And then if I'm traveling or if I have my computer, this is what's in my computer bag because I might need something extra. So just know that you can carry a lot of oils in your purse or in your backpack, or your husband could even throw a bunch of oils in his pocket and have some good products with you on the go so that you're always ready. Okay. So a few just things, you can use any kind of a bag. Okay. This is actually there's the Voyage Travel Kit that they sent with shampoo and whatnot. You can reuse this for your oil bag, or you could use a hard case or a soft case, or just throw a few in your purse and just go. You can leave them in the car as well. So even though it gets really hot, when you put it in the car, an emergency, I would still open it, but maybe you want to just kind of let it come back. So throw it in your cooler, or put it in your pocket so it's more onto your body temperature kind of a thing. All right, so things that you need for your first aid kit. We probably need some Band-Aids, right? So we're going to talk about just some regular standard things. So we need some Band-Aids of different sizes. And again, you could throw them in with your oils. That's pretty easy. Another thing would be the thieves wipes or the seedlings baby wipes. Okay, have you guys tried these yet? So if you want a quick on the go way to clean your hands, that are, of course, our hand sanitizer, and this is definitely something that I would put in my kit, okay, is a hand sanitizer. But sometimes I don't want it all over, or maybe I need to wipe a nose quick, or I need to wipe, clean off a scrape. These are great. The tag just pops up. You can pull out the wipe that you want. Same with for the seedlings, and clean what you want. So maybe you've gotten into something and your hands are pretty sticky or dirty. This is great for that. Maybe it's to clean a scrape. It could sting a little bit, obviously, since this has some thieves on it. So you might want to carry some seedlings wipes with you instead, which are the baby wipes, but also not just for babies, okay? Great for, again, runny noses, scrapes and cuts, wiping your hands, cleaning them, wiping things down. Maybe you need to wipe off the picnic table that you're going to, or clean the grill or whatever. You could do that with any of these products. So our hand sanitizer and the spray. Do you guys have this spray? I love this spray. Okay. This is great. Actually, we were out at a picnic once, or actually an outdoor class, and the gnats and stuff were swarming all around us. And we just kind of sprayed it all around and used it, to get those bugs to leave us alone, which was fabulous. So doing a quick spray, you can spray this, maybe my throat's a little scratchy. I could spray it on my throat. I can, again, clean my hands with it, wipe other things down. I know that this is getting things clean, and it's going to protect my own body and environment as well. Okay. So let's talk a few essential oils. The premium starter kit oils, lemon, lavender, peppermint. Hopefully you guys know how to use all of those. Those are basic first aid oils. Also great for maybe any sneezes or histamines that you get involved with, right? You could carry some little capsules with you in a baggie, and you can make your own capsules. You could put it in a spray bottle, right? And you just gently stir it, and you can mix, or you could spray it around you. You could spray it in your throat, the lemon, lavender, peppermint, if you needed to. So don't be afraid to think outside the box there a little bit, okay? And peppermint also, actually, and even if it was in the sprayer bottle, you could use it as a cooling, to help you cool down, or to help for a sunburn. You could spray it right on the sunburn, and it'll bring the heat out, and it'll help your body cool that skin, which is really, really fantastic when you've been outside too long. Another one that some people may not be as aware of is lemongrass. Now, this is a little bit stingy on the skin, I will say, but this is great for any kind of lymph flow and blood flow. So it's good to keep things moving. Now, this is not one I would put on and then go lay out in the sun, okay? Because lemongrass could be a little photosensitive, same with lemon or other citrus oils. But lemongrass is great for healthy joint and cartilage function. It also might help with tummy troubles. So, rubbing it on your stomach, and you could do that even when you're out in the sun, because if your shirt's covering it, right? And then just kind of an overall well-being is a great option with lemongrass. One of my very, very favorites, and I thought I grabbed it. Let me see here. Maybe I don't have it. It's called Helichrysum. You guys ever use Helichrysum? This is a must-have oil for your first aid kit, okay? I cannot stress that enough. If I was going to be with like 3 oils, Helichrysum would be one, Melrose would be one, and probably peppermint, okay? I mean, like even over lavender, I would pick those 3. So Helichrysum, it's a regenerative oil. So think about if you have a scrape or even a cut, and you need to get that sealed up. You need to stop bleeding. You need to open your airways and maybe, help with congestion. Helichrysum is a phenomenal oil for that. In fact, I've read some, we've had some stories where we've even had, some cuts or scrapes that have been bleeding, and just pouring Helichrysum on it will kind of stop that bleeding, okay, and seal that up. It's regenerative. It helps the skin regenerate, and in our experiences, it doesn't leave scarring, okay? Now, lavender would be a much more economical version of that, and it has many of the same properties, but Helichrysum really it's a phenomenal oil in my opinion, and again, one I personally always choose to have with me in an emergency, because you just never know. Copaiba, this is another one, used to be in our starter kit. This is a powerhouse, and it comes in a big bottle and it comes in a small bottle. It also is a vitality oil, right? And so this is great for the, minor inflammations, or, maybe you sprained your ankle and you're walking down the sidewalk, or your kids fell down and they're crying and screaming. This is a good one for muscle aches. It helps with, you can put it over the chest for immune and respiratory support. It also helps cardiovascular system, so it keeps things moving, and it magnifies other oils, which means if I put Helichrysum on, let's say, or peppermint on my body for a muscle ache, and then I put Copaiba on top, it would actually help magnify the properties that the peppermint is giving to my body. So this is a great oil for that. And yes, I put these directly on the wound, okay? Helichrysum, Copaiba, lavender, those are all very gentle oils that it's kind of like when you spray Bactine on an open wound, it stings, but it cleanses, right? And that's what these oils do. It stings a little bit. It can be a little bit uncomfortable, but that's part of the cleansing process, okay? And when your wound is bleeding, it's bleeding to cleanse any gunk or any scrapes or stuff. That's what the blood in part does, is it cleanses the wound, but you don't want it, you don't want it to keep bleeding, because you want to continue on with your life and have fun and play. So these are oils that will help to cleanse, as well as to get you back playing and having fun. Okay, another good one for your first aid kit would be Cypress. Okay, Cypress is a tree oil. This one, Cypress, it helps to support your circulation, and it strengthens your blood capillaries. So it's going to get things moving in your body. Okay, now here's a little tip for Cypress. Let's say I have a bloody nose. Okay, sometimes we're out playing and maybe we're not paying attention. The ball comes and smacks us in the nose. Our nose starts bleeding, right? It's common everyday thing. We can talk about stuff like this because that just happens some days, right? Is you just get a nosebleed. So if you can't get it to stop, on the normal putting pressure and putting Kleenex or whatever, this is going to sound really weird, but put Cypress like down on your wrist or put it down on your leg and rub Cypress down there. Because what Cypress is going to do in the body is it increases circulation in the area that you apply it. So if I put Cypress on my leg, it will pull the blood flow from my nose, slowing it down, and it will pull the blood down to my leg or my arm, wherever I put it, okay? So you want to put it in the opposite part of the body than where the bleed is. So if my nose is bleeding, I probably shouldn't put it, like on my neck, because it's going to bring circulation. Well, bring it down, I guess, from my nose, but it's going to bring all the circulation more up into my neck, which could go up to my nose. So put it in another place of the body. Cypress is also good for the urinary system. So it helps to, it just supports the flow of things, right? Your blood, your urine, whatever. And so if you're having some issues with that, that might be another support. It emotionally creates a sense of security and grounding. So again, if you're in a crisis situation and you're kind of freaking out a little bit, it's always good to be grounded and to feel like, okay, I can stop, I can breathe, because we all know that when we're in panic mode, we're probably not making the best choices, right? And things can get muddled. And so we really need to think about and make sure that in your own first aid kit, that you have oils that will help you stop, help you breathe, and help you feel grounded, okay? So Cypress is a good one for that. It also may help soothe anger and help the life flow better, okay? Again, it's all about the flow. So think of Cypress and flowing, okay? With blood, with water, with whatever, along with your emotions. So really some great options for that, okay? All right, pan away or deep relief. We need something for muscle aches and pains and discomfort. So I would still carry something, a blend of oils with you, and then have peppermint and copaiba so that you can add to them if need be, okay? Personally, I love deep relief. My husband loves pan away. So in my purse, I actually carry both. I carry the deep relief roller, and I carry a little bitty bottle for Kirk because he's not always with me, but I am always with me, and I want my deep relief, right? But I have found at sometimes when deep relief is not helping, that I can apply pan away, and sometimes it's that combination, or my body just wants something different. So don't apply one oil and say, well, that didn't work. Try something else or reapply the oil, okay? So don't be, just keep thinking through it and what else could you do? Breathe Again or RC, some kind of respiratory support is always great to have. I love Breathe Again because it comes in a roller and super easy to apply for yourself. You can also apply it, and directly, we just roll it around our eyes, kind of raccoon eyes, or put it on the sinuses and just really let that soak in and breathe. You can put it on your chest as well. You can put it anywhere. Deep relief, Breathe Again. The other roll-ons that are in roll-on form I think most of them are pre-diluted. So they do have a little bit of mixing oil in with them, just so you know. So you can just roll them on and roll and go, right? And you can do those for kids as well. Cypress is an oil that does not generally need to be diluted, but with any of these oils, if you feel like, oh, this is a little bit intense on my skin, or I'm a little bit uncomfortable, dilute it, okay? It's not going to hurt you to dilute it. When you add the mixing oil, the fatty oil, it just slows the absorption of the essential oil into the skin. So instead of it just being sucked right in, it's kind of gradually going in, okay? So you're still going to get all the benefits. It's just going to come in a slower delivery system for you. That's what the dilution does. But generally, Cypress is pretty safe for people I think of any age, unless you have really sensitive skin, and then definitely dilute. I think that every first aid kit also needs some kind of digestion thing. So we talked about peppermint, which is great. It can be a little bit intense though for kids or for little people. And Digize would be a great one, Aroma Ease or Tummy Jize. And again, you pick, okay? It's not up to me to tell you which one to have. If you don't have very many, use whichever one you have, first of all, and just carry it with you, because it's not going to do you any good when you're at the park and your kids have a stomach ache and your oils are at home, right? You've got to have them with you somehow. So keep them in your car, put them in your backpack, put them in your picnic basket, whatever, and make sure that you have them with you. Okay, one of my very favorites, and this is one of my aha moments, okay, is when we were first getting used to oils and into oils, I didn't think they worked at all. My husband talked my kids into always using, asking me for lavender. So we used it for lots of scrapes and falling down and all of that stuff. And that was our first aid oil that I carried with me everywhere. And then one month, they had this blend called Melrose on sale. And I bought it because it was on sale and I didn't want to pay full price. And so I said, okay, I don't know what I'm going to use this oil for, but I'll carry, we'll buy it. And so we got it. We went to a vacation. I happened to take it with me. I think it had just come a few days before we went on vacation. We had a big boo-boo happen that I can only say was a God moment in my life. And we put 1 drop of lavender and 1 drop of Melrose because the book called for Melrose. And we watched a goose egg dissolve and disappear within about 30 to 60 seconds. And you guys, that never should have happened, okay, ever. And I could not explain it. I tried to explain it, and it was 2 drops of oil, okay, a drop of lavender and a drop of Melrose. And so when I started looking at Melrose, this is a powerful oil blend that has lots of skin regenerating properties in it. It's also got a lot of cleansing properties in it. So it's got several different melaleuca oils in it, including tea tree, which we all know is really good for the skin. And so you can put this right on. Again, it might sting a little bit on first application, but it's going to cleanse the wound. And when I talk about wounds, just to be compliant, right? We're going to say minor cuts and scrapes, right? Okay. Not I cut my hand off, I'm going to put Melrose on it. Okay. You need to go to the ER for that. But for more minor things, or use your judgment, this is a great oil. So it's got a lot of like I said, the melaleucas in it. Let me see what else is in this. It has rosemary, tea tree, clove, and niaouli, which is Melaleuca quinquenervia in it. So this is just a great cleansing oil, great support, skin support. I love this for bug bites, okay? Purification sometimes works for me, but Melrose, and it's a combination of these oils. If I get bit, the last few years when I get mosquito bites, even, they just swell up. So they're like big knots. And especially if you have that, you've got to try different oils sometimes to find out which is going to work for you and going to help it not to itch, so you don't keep making it worse. So Melrose also helps to support healthy blood flow. So again, it's going to get things circulating and moving. So think about with my bug bite, instead of me scratching and bringing all the bug poison right there, it's going to help disperse it. Okay. It's good for healthy blood flow. I said that. Oh, it can help dispel odors and purify the air. This is also a good one to mix with your shampoo for a healthy scalp. So really, I love this, okay? And this is always Melrose and Helichrysum are 2 oils that are always in my first aid kit. A little tip for you, we have Thieves Tins and Thieves Mints, which are great for dry throats or just when you need a little bit of extra support. Maybe you've been talking too much, or maybe you want a candy bar, but you really shouldn't eat a candy bar. A Thieves Mint is a great option. But here's an extra tip: keep the tins, because this would be a great for band-aids if you want an easy way to keep band-aids. But I keep these and I put my cough drops in these. So the Thieves cough drops and lozenges. I also put supplements in these, okay? And so I will carry, instead of carrying the bottles of supplements, I'll carry like Inner Defense with me, or I'll carry, let's see, maybe multi-greens or Super B or Super C. you know, whatever you use, you could maybe carry some sulfurzyme in it. These aren't going to take up nearly as much space in your purse or in your backpack as a big bottle, supplement bottle, but these are great to use and reuse. So make sure you keep your tins. A couple other things, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about CBD. Okay, so we have oils and we have the muscle rubs, which are actually this size. But did you know that now you can buy these little bitty sample size ones? Okay, again, if you're out and about in a first aid situation, you know, if I go on vacation, I'm probably gonna, if I needed it, I would probably take the big thing, right? But if I'm out and about and I don't want to load down my purse or my backpack even more, you better believe I'm gonna carry around these little, the sample tins. So these are super easy. There's your, the CBD rub is right in there. This is also really easy to sample out to other people. Okay, I can let them just get a little bit. The oil's going to keep it clean, and let them apply it to their own body then to see what does it work for them or not. Two other quick products that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to wrap this up. Ningxia Red. I think we all need to carry Ningxia Red. I don't know if you have it. I have probably at any time 2 or 3 packets of Ningxia Red in my purse. And in fact, the next time you see me, if you ask me, I will show you because I have them in there. But Ningxia Red is always good for the days that maybe you're outside and you've been working out a lot, or you've been on a walk, or it kind of caught you unaware of how hot it was going to be and you feel a little bit off. Drink a packet of Ningxia Red. It will reset your system. It helps with healthy hydration. It's a natural energy boost, helps support healthy blood sugar levels, which often happens when we have maybe overexerted, or we've been too busy to eat, or we're not drinking enough water, whatever. And that's when we start feeling a little bit off. Okay, Ningxia Red can help pull our bodies back into balance, increase exercise and sports performance. Again, encourages healthy circulation. So carry Ningxia Red with you. You may not drink it. In fact, I usually carry a baggie in my car of it as well, and just leave it in there all the time. It's not the best when it's hot, I will say, but I have drank it when it's hot because I knew I needed it. So again, if it's in my car and I need it, I can always add it to my bottle of water, right? That's probably not going to be hot, and it will cool down and I will get the benefits. Okay. So make sure you're carrying your products with you or they do you no good. And then the last one I want to talk about is nitro. And again, these are tubes. They're little, they're tubes of cognitive fitness, and they support mental alertness. So it's a natural energy boost. It can help enhance your exercise or sports performance. So, you know, it's great for kids, but you might be like, well, I'm not exercising outside when it's hot. I don't need that. It helps support healthy circulation, and it's full of B vitamins. Okay, like super B. B vitamins help us be a nicer person. They give us energy and they help our bodies function better. Okay. And nitro is full of that. So I just covered a ton of products really fast. We did it in like 20 minutes. You probably have questions, and we have answers, or we will find answers for you. So we want you to get back with whoever shared this video with you. Ask your questions. If they don't know, they will contact me, or they will let you contact me and give you my information. But we want to help you be prepared so that you can truly enjoy whatever summer or fall brings to you. And you will be always ready that no matter what, I can handle that. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you have a great day. And thank you so much for joining me.